All right, let's talk about the mindset of David Goggins. This isn't your typical self-help talk. This is a raw, unfiltered philosophy for not just facing your obstacles, but actively hunting them down and absolutely crushing them. And it all starts with one, brutal truth. See, for Goggins, the biggest, most important battle you'll ever fight isn't out there in the world. It's right between your own ears. He's saying the real enemy isn't just being scared or lazy, it's that nagging voice in your head that's always telling you to stop, to slow down, to just stay comfortable. And that internal battle leads directly to his most famous idea, the 40% rule. The concept is actually pretty simple, but it is so profound. When your mind is screaming at you, telling you you're done, that you cannot possibly take one more step, Goggins says you're really only at about 40% of your true capability. Your brain, you see, is wired for survival, so it hits the emergency brake way too early. Okay, so if the whole war is internal, the very first step is to know who you're fighting. You have to be able to name your enemy. And for Goggins, the real thing holding you back has a very specific name. This is it, the victim's mentality. You know that voice. It's the one that says, "Oh, I was dealt a bad hand," or "It's not my fault." It is the ultimate excuse maker, and it's what keeps you trapped. Goggins would argue that his entire philosophy, everything he does, is designed to find and destroy this one singular mindset. So, what's the antidote then? How do you actually fight back against this enemy inside your head? Goggins' solution is to forge what he calls a calloused mind. Think about it. Just like your hands get calluses to protect them from tough physical labor, your mind needs to be hardened against pain, against self-doubt, and against that constant urge to just quit. And this is where he makes a really critical distinction. He basically says, motivation is a total luxury. It's a feeling, it's fleeting, and you can't rely on it. Discipline, on the other hand, well, that's a necessity. It's the raw, unfiltered ability to not want to do something and then do it anyway. That is the engine that builds a calloused mind. So yeah, this isn't some 5-step life hack you can just download. There's no magic pill here. For Goggins, the foundation of a calloused mind and unbreakable discipline is built on one thing, and one thing only: a brutal, relentless work ethic that's designed to outwork everybody, especially that voice inside your own head. So, how in the world do you actually build this thing? Well, Goggins believes you build discipline by purposefully doing things you absolutely hate, every single day. You have to actively and repeatedly embrace suffering. That's how you callous the mind. And believe me, this isn't just some theory. This is a real snapshot of his actual routine. He'll be the first to tell you he hates running, but he does it with this relentless ferocity. This isn't just a workout schedule, you guys. It's a daily ritual of mental warfare. It's a commitment to choosing what is hard over what is comfortable every time. I mean, this just brings up the obvious question, right? Why? Why on earth would anyone voluntarily put themselves through this? What is the point of all this self-inflicted misery? And here is his answer. It's so powerful. He's not just training for a marathon or some event. He's forging armor. He's training his mind, his body, his entire spirit for the inevitable tragedies and the insane challenges that life is going to throw at every single one of us. So when that 2 a.m. phone call comes with terrible news, you don't crumble. You're ready. Now, a massive part of this journey is going to be failure. Let's be real. When you push your limits this hard, this relentlessly, you are going to fail a lot. But for Goggins, there's a very specific, no-nonsense protocol for exactly how you handle it. His whole approach is about the savage speed of your recovery. Step 1, you acknowledge the failure. You own it completely. But then, and this is key, you absolutely refuse to wallow in it. There is no time spent in what he calls the mental fail zone. The very next day, you get your butt up and you attack that goal again. The point isn't to avoid failure, it's to get back up faster than anybody else. And he actually has a mental switch for this. He calls it the Roger that mindset. When life knocks you on your back, you just say, Roger that. It's not just, okay, I understand. It means order received, expect results. It's a way to bypass all the overanalyzing, all this self-pity, and it just accelerates you straight back into action. So all of this, the suffering, the discipline, the failure protocol, it's all building toward an ultimate goal. And guess what? It has absolutely nothing to do with beating other people. The battle is much deeper and way more personal than that. Goggins argues that most of us live our lives in a state of mediocrity because we're constantly measuring ourselves against other people. We're capping our own potential without even realizing it. His approach is to just throw away everyone else's standards, create your own, and make it one that is constantly pushing what you thought was possible. And this right here, this is the very heart of his entire philosophy. The whole purpose of the calloused mind, the brutal work ethic, the embracing of suffering. It's all about self-conquest. It's about waging a war inside yourself to discover who you really are and what you're truly made of when all the outside noise is gone. In the end, Goggins just cuts through all the excuses with one piercing truth. When people ask him how he does what he does, his answer is simple. You already know how. You know you need to work harder. You know you need to eat better. You know you need to wake up earlier. You just don't want to do it. And that brings us to the final, challenging question that Goggins basically poses to all of us. It's not about what you're capable of. It's about what you desire. When you strip away every excuse, all the noise, and all the comfort, how bad do you really want it?